Now to start off with, let's take a look at volume. Volume is the number of cubic units that would fill a solid. If you can think of having a prism and you were actually going to fill it with cubic units, let's say little blocks that are a unit by a unit, how many of those cubes would it take to fill the prism? This has to do with volume. Now when you're working with volume, be careful. You want to label your units as cubic units. For example, if you're working with centimeters and you're finding the volume and your units are in centimeters, your answer would be cubic centimeters, labeled as I have written out here for you. Now to help us find the volume of a prism, we're going to use the formula given. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. And we'll go ahead and use the variables b for the area of the base and h for the height. Let's take a look at an example where we're going to find the volume of a prism. In the drawing that we have here and that we will be working with, we're looking at a triangular prism. Now, of course, in a prism, both of our bases are congruent. So we want to start by finding the height. What is the height of our prism? Well, the height of our prism here is 21 centimeters. The next thing that we need to take a look at is the value for b. Remember, b is the area of our base. We are working with a triangular prism, so our base is going to be a triangle. So we need to find the area of the triangle, that's our base. Remember, area of a triangle is found by taking 1/2 times the base times the height. We know that the area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. The base of our triangle will be 6 centimeters, and the height of our triangle will be 10 centimeters. So we want to multiply 1/2 times the product of 6 and 10, which is 60. 1/2 of 60 is 30. So our value for b is going to be 30. Now we're ready to find our volume. Remember, volume is b times h. So we're going to be multiplying 21 times 30, and this will give us our volume. Our volume is going to be equal to the product of 21 and 30. When we multiply 21 times 30, we get 630, our final answer. So we can conclude that the volume of the triangular prism is going to be 630, and don't forget to label it correctly. We were working with centimeters, and it will be cubic centimeters. That's a look at finding the volume of a prism. The formula that we use when we're finding the volume of a prism is that volume equals the area of the base times the height. Work well.